Hi everyone, it's William with the 1907 Diary series. We have a nice rainy day here in the Portland metropolitan area. So I had fun walking the dogs, although it's actually a little easier because they don't like the rain so much, so they don't dally. But it's warm. So anyway, that's the weather report. I'm not sure why I started with that. So we are up to the 18th September, a Tuesday, in the Crimea. And this is sort of a longish diary entry, but I think we can make it through. So let's get started. I went swimming in the morning. I am using the singular form because Maria couldn't go. Somehow it was particularly fun in the pool today, maybe because we didn't wear bathing suits most of the time. Coffee was served, as always, after our swim, and then I studied until 12. After lunch at 3, we went to Heratz and set off from there to Yalta, where we had tea and ate masses of sweet pirozhki at Florent. It was so annoying, Maria couldn't ride horseback with us, so she had to go in the carriage, which of course was not so much fun. GM's mood was good, especially on the way there. He was a little out of sorts on the way back. We talked while he rode back, and I told him I'm extremely interested to see how Tyotia receives us when we return to Moscow, how she treats us, and he shares my curiosity. It wasn't very much fun in Yalta. We just had tea and then left. I saw a few acquaintances there, for example, a certain yellow cuirassier. I don't remember his name, but his face is very familiar to me. Okay, so that was their day in Yalta. Maybe not the most fun, maybe a little under expectations, but still a nice day. Starting out with some skinny dipping in the pool because Maria isn't present, and I guess obviously Laming's wife wasn't either, so it was just the guys. So Maria can't go swimming today, and she can't ride horseback. So I'm thinking probably, well, I'm sure you're thinking the same thing, that yeah, she probably has her period, and that's a guess, of course, but it would be interesting to know if Dmitri knew that such things occurred. I guess he must. He's 16. But anyway, it's not as much fun. Swimming was more fun, but it's not as much fun riding horseback to Yalta and back again because Maria is stuck in a carriage. So what do we do while we're there? Well, apparently there was a French boulangerie or patisserie or cafe called Florent. So in Russian, Dmitri spells it F-L-O-R-E-N, so I'm adding a T on the end of that. If my assumption is correct, they had masses of sweet pirozhki. That sounds good. And yes, Dmitri saw one person there that he knew. This yellow cuirassier, and the yellow cuirassiers, that must have been the name or nickname of a cuirassier regiment, and maybe this fellow was on holiday himself, and Dmitri recognized him as one of the officers who had been at Tsarskaya Selo or something like that, but apparently they did not greet each other. He just saw this fellow and realized it was a familiar face and could place him with the regiment, but not beyond that. So, yeah, apparently there weren't other Romanov family members in Yalta out and about that day having sweets at Florent or anything like that. I don't know what he had expected to do, in Yalta. Maybe he hadn't had anything in particular in mind, but yeah, they didn't go shopping or anything. They just had tea and went back. Well, GM's mood was good on the way there, and my guess would be probably because he was included. It was a small group, just Aunt Minnie, possibly George, and the kids, and so he was included. Not sure why he was out of sorts on the way back, unless it was, sort of an exertion getting back. I don't know. But they get a chance to talk, so that's nice. As you know, Dmitri has very much been in a talking mood these days in the Crimea. He always seems to really appreciate it now when he has a chance to sit down and talk with an adult. And he and GM share this interest in how Tyotia, how Aunt Ella is going to respond to their return, how she's going to receive us in Moscow, and how she's going to treat us. So why would this be something that they weren't sure about? Yeah, I don't know. Was Aunt Ella maybe a little moody, not unlike GM? Did she kind of wax and wane in her interest in her wards, Dmitri and Maria? Maybe she was sometimes more than others wrapped up in her work. Maria's marriage is approaching, and maybe there's some issues around that because Maria had kind of been pushed into it. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. So that's about it for this one. And was there anything else? I don't think so. I just wanted to thank any of you who are watching my Romanov Dynasty of Russia series. The latest one about Peter the Great's Table of Ranks has proven to be particularly popular, which makes me very happy. So if you haven't watched any of the videos for that series, check it out. I think you'll like it. And I'll see you soon with the 1921 diary entry. Bye.